Hello again. One more time outside of the driving center Nowohucka, and one more time we will go right from the driving center. So this is clip number 3. This is clip number 3, and just like with the second clip, the first 5 minutes is just like the clip 1. So I'm going to put fast forward now for a few minutes. See you in a moment. Okay, so again, the M1 shopping center is to my left, and this roundabout we are going straight today. The roundabout we're going straight. A bit like clip number 1, I think. But here we will go right. We are going right, and these lanes you see with the markings taking us to the traffic lights. We are going for the U-turn. Traffic lights. We are going for the U-turn. Difficult place because you need to stop uphill, and then you must drive off when you get the green signal. You want to turn left onto the bridge and then to find the lane that will take you back to the roundabout, back to the M1 shopping center. So you see a bit more forward because there is no entry sign, no for the tram track, and then there are 2 lanes pointing to the roundabout, pointing back. So if you can see 2 lanes, then you take the right one and you try to travel back in a moment. There's a 50 limit going downhill. You can go more than 50 after this sign 70. And next set of traffic lights, so this roundabout by the M1 shopping center, I will go for the U-turn. I'm going quite slow, top of the roundabout, so you can see the markings, you can see how many lanes going back to this bridge. So what we do right now, we're just going from one set of traffic lights to another, one U-turn, then the other U-turn. Okay, so back to uphill traffic lights. This time we will go left. Left, so that means I don't know if you can see this at the moment, but left, that means to the office building to my left hand, and 2 lanes pointing to this side, 2 lanes pointing to this side, so we can travel with the right one of the two. Okay, and the next intersection with traffic lights, we're going right. Next set of traffic lights, we're going right. So you need to be very, very slow because of the bike crossing both sides, left and right. And the speed sign, 40 zone, 40 area. Zone, that means you need to travel at 40 limit until you see the sign end of the traffic zone. Inside of the traffic zone there may be a small section where the limit is lower, and it's exactly the case inside of this speed zone. So at the moment our maximum speed is 40, and we're moving a bit more forward, and there is a school, and outside of the school there is a very little section of the maximum speed 30. So this one here is valid from the sign, from this point to the junction, and the junction is the side road to the left. So now the 30 is finished, but we can only travel 40, not 50, not 50. We are still inside of the 40 zone. This little road will take us to a roundabout where is the online portal ONET office, and we will go left. So traffic lights, we will go left. can see the ONET office in front of us, and the traffic lights, we will go left, and also you can see the end of the 40 zone, plus this is a roundabout. And the next junction, just past the pedestrian crossing, we will go right. It's a bit quiet road, so you can see the 30 zone limit. But this is one of the few places in the area that the examiner can ask you to try the parking maneuver. Otherwise, probably you will have to park outside of the test center. So examiner will pick you one of the spots on the left side to try the forward parking on the left side. And when this is done, the examiner will ask you to reverse to the right side and get back to the main road. So we are still inside of 30 zone. This is important to remember about. After the parking maneuver, you still need to stay inside of the 30 limit. An intersection, we will go right. In front of us you can see the Tauron Arena, but we will go right. Traffic lights, we're going right. This is the standard green signal, and there is a pedestrian crossing. And to continue, the maximum speed is only 50. set of traffic lights. We are going to do the U-turn. Next intersection we're going right. So this side road quite tight to enter, plus hard to look around, and we continue. This road 40 limit because it's a bit bumpy. Plus, as you can see, there are some cars parked partially on the road, so you may have a bit of an issue with the cars coming from the opposite. And this one, very important location, because examiner will say nothing, which means you are to go straight. Which means if you like to go straight, you need to check right, because you are to give way to the traffic from the right, if there is anyone coming. Train crossing, so again you need to look left and right. This must be visible for the examiner that you're checking both sides. And here examiner can do with you the 3-point turnaround. If the traffic is very low, like today, he can ask you to do it between the curbs. It's a bit tricky location, because if you, let's say, run out of space, then don't risk it. Just stop the car like I do and do one more time, back and then front again. So obviously I had enough space to do it in free, but if you don't think you can manage in free, don't risk it, just do it in 5. Now you see another case with the train crossing. And the signals are on, so definitely we're going nowhere, and you need to wait until the signals are off. So it's not only when you think the train crossing is clear, you need to wait until the signals are off. Then you can continue, and still you need to look left and right. Okay. And the next intersection we're going left. This intersection we're going left. Now, what are we going to do is just past the traffic lights, we will look for the lane to do the U-turn. Okay, the plan is past the lights to go for the U-turn. So we look for the left curb. In this location you see there is a solid line, so you need to travel with the left lane for a bit and then you look for the right one. Traffic lights, we will go right. Traffic lights, we going right. So most of them probably recognize this little bridge, and end of the bridge there are traffic lights, and we go left and we will end up at the driving center Nowohucka. So traffic lights, we going left. Okay, so we are back outside of the driving center Nowohucka. So if also examiner has an option to tell you about parking start of your exam or by the end of your exam. This is a long parking strip and today it's empty because I'm doing this clip on a Sunday, so we don't get a lot of traffic. But on a weekday, when you have your exam, there is also option to park here on the start of your exam or at the end. Okay, so that's most of the locations covered. When the examiner tells you to exit the test center to the right side, so first traffic light set to the right, and soon I will show you some locations when you go left from the test center. See you soon.